everybody, it's Kim and Sammy, and it's time for another Britney Roundup! Woo! So I woke up to this headline today. Kevin Federline lawyer claims Britney's pregnancy claims are false. Now, this article, based on that headline, is not referring to what you think it is referring to. This is like the most ridiculous clickbait title I have read in a very, very long time. And it was so clickbaity, I assume that there were problems because it's now been changed. Lawyer says Britney's claims regarding pregnancy visits are false. Good job, TMZ. A+ reporting. But we're gonna move on from that. Basically, what this article is actually about is that Kevin Federline is apparently very upset at one sentence that was in Britney's Instagram post. It's totally fine. I mean, Kevin's been able to speak his mind for 13 years. It's just absolutely horrible to think that Britney might actually have something to say that maybe you might disagree with. Now, what she said in the Instagram post was that when she was pregnant with their kids, that Kevin didn't want to see her in New York or in Las Vegas. She said she flew and had a baby inside of her and he didn't want to see her. This is what we're talking about. This is the line. Now, the following that I'm about to say is speculation, okay? Speculation, opinion. This is what it looks like to me. Kevin Federline's lawyer decides to go to a fancy restaurant, and when he leaves, he decides to talk to TMZ. Because, you know, the best use of time that a TMZ reporter has is to stay outside of a restaurant in hopes of being able to speak to Kevin Federline's lawyer. Sometimes I feel like the media doesn't think that people are capable of putting two and two together. I'm not saying that this is fact, but I'm saying that to me, this looks particularly set up. I think it's a little ridiculous that they're fighting this, because there has been lots over the years that makes the average Britney fan think that their marriage wasn't really that good. And I want to show you guys a couple things that, again, this is speculation. I can't prove any of this to you, but I've heard stuff for years, and I think it's important that we share it. The first thing that I want to share is actually a song. It's called Why Should I Be Sad, and it's off of the Blackout record that she put out, which was the last album that she put out before the conservatorship. And if you have not listened to this record, I don't know why. Please make that a priority. The record is flawless. It was produced and written by Pharrell Williams of the Neptunes. And there was a lot of speculation that Britney did indeed partially write this song. Now, the reason that she was not credited was because they weren't supposed to be talking about each other because of the divorce. Most Britney fans agree that this song is about Kevin. There's a lot in it that makes us think it's about Kevin. But there's one verse in particular I just want to read to you guys. I sent you to Vegas with a pocket full of paper and with no ultimatums on you. I thought, what could separate us? But it just seemed like Vegas only brought the player out of you. That's one thing. And the other thing I wanted to bring up, and thanks to an E! News article, I can actually show this to you. In Britney versus Spears, the Netflix documentary, one of the ones that came out last year, it shed some new light on her side of the Kevin Federline divorce. Spears, who shares kids Sean and Jayden with her ex, allegedly wrote that she was forced to divorce Federline by her lawyers because she went to visit him in New York and he wouldn't see her and the children, the letter read. And her lawyers said if she doesn't divorce him, he's going to do it himself. The letter also goes on to talk about how Kevin was apparently waking and baking at 5 a.m. There's a lot of other stuff in there. But there is another side to this story. And I kind of feel like this kind of comes back to the whole idea that there's always three versions of the truth, in a sense. There's like what party one thinks, what party two thinks, and then what actually happened. And I think the problem is right now, we've only heard from party one. And we're starting to hear from party two. And Britney has every right to voice her opinion, and she has every right to be able to share her experience. To me, when I see this lawyer outside of this restaurant going like, this will not be tolerated, basically, to me that's like bullying. Are you telling her she doesn't have the right to be able to share her experience or her opinion? I'm not American, but I've heard a lot of people talk about the First Amendment, and I'm pretty sure that that's a thing. So to me, this whole article, from beginning to end, is just like a clown car driving into a dumpster fire. Everything from the clickbait title to the absolute ridiculousness of it itself, and then moving into what we know Britney has a story to tell. And she has a side of her own that she needs to effectively represent. This is just a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess, and I'm honestly annoyed that I even had to take time to read this, because I feel like my time has been wasted. But I am also very happy that I get to bring it to you and show you guys the ridiculousness of this. I think that pretty much sums it up. That was the big thing. There were a few other things that happened this week in Britney world, particularly regarding legal filings. And I'm not going to get super into that because I am not a legal person. I really don't understand a huge amount of it. And there's many other people that have talked about those things that are much more educated than I am. But I do believe that it did have something to do with her father. And to me, it's just a sign that things are moving along. It's not moving as quickly as we'd like them to move, but it is moving along. So trying to look on the bright side of that, I guess. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I did just want to say a massive, massive thank you to everyone who has subscribed. The growth that my channel has experienced in the past 72 hours has been an absolute whirlwind. And I am seeing all of your wonderful comments. I am seeing all of the, just the support, and it's just incredible. And there aren't words. I don't have words to thank you, other than thank you. And also just a special shout out to Andy and Stef for all of your support and all of your love and your faith in me. It means a lot. So thank you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for staying to the end. So much love to all of you, and I hope you're all doing well. Thanks. Bye.